Hello everyone. I'm just doing some random works right now. So this is a design I'm going to make here. As you can see, this is like like four balls, and this is really looking good. So I get a request to make this design. So I thought to record a video. These are the balls I'm going to use here. You can find them free on Freepik. So for making this kind of designs, this is really easy to make, but you will need to understand the clipping path, and that is the reason I am making this one. Okay, so first of all we need a ellipse here, just like this. I'm going to make the fill black so that I can see this properly. Now you can see we have to divide this ellipse in four parts. So let's do that, and before that I'm just going to keep a copy here. I will need that. Now I am using my pen tool to make two different lines here, just to divide my ellipse. And as you can see, my lines have no strokes, so that is good. Now selecting them like this, then press shift M for shape builder tool. So once my shape builder is activated, I can change the colors here. Whatever color I will take as my fill, these shapes will be filled with that color. Just some lines like this. Then I don't need these lines anymore, so I am erasing them. Now the point of making this kind of design is you have to understand the clipping path here. So for this one here, this football, this basketball and this baseball, they will work perfectly fine because they are round and I am going to use them. But for this one, this rugby ball, or what it called, I don't know, the soccer kind of ball, this one will make some trouble for us, so we will do that later. Let's just use this like this. Okay, I need to cut paste in front so that I can see whatever I am pasting here, something like this. Maybe I just want to keep one of these black shapes visible so that it looks like a football. That's it. A bit bigger, then cut, paste in back, and once that is in back, I need to, you can see, I can select this separate shape, then press shift to click here. This two is now selected. Now if I right click here, make clipping mask, that part is masked into my that shape. So this is really easy guys, just like this one like this, then select this shape, right click, make clipping mask. Okay, for this one also, just making it bigger than this shapes here, then shift click here, right click, make clipping mask. You can see these parts are done. Then for this one here, so first of all we need to adjust the position of it so that it gives us the feel of, okay, maybe in this way, so that I can cover this curves of the design and then also this part. So for making that, if I put something like this, it will like cover the area, but making this kind of covering the white curve here will be a little tricky for us. So let's make some adjustment here. Double click, erase that part, I don't need that, and then this one also, maybe this one also. Okay, let's skip that. So I want to make this curve in the opposite direction, this white curve. So I'm going to make another ellipse here, and I clicked on this one, so my ellipse is now in that color. So that's good for me. Now maybe, okay, maybe a bit smaller in size. Then go to object, path, and then offset path. and this time I'm going to make it really bigger, like the amount of big I want it to be, like the thickness. Then press OK. Now if I click like this two is selected, press shift M again for the shape builder, alt click here, and that part will be erased. So this is now a shape like this. So let's place this shape, okay, maybe in a bit bigger size, just like this, so that it covers the whole design, just like this. Okay, at this point I think this is a bit bigger size for my that ball here, but don't worry, we can always fix that. Just place it something like that, then go to offset path again. Now for this time I am going to bring it in negative, like in minus, sorry for that, just like this. You can see now my shapes is being smaller. So let's press OK. Now I have two shape, one is the original bigger shape, one is the smaller one. So let's cut the smaller one, erase this one, delete, then press Ctrl F. You can see my this design is sorry for that, this is now in a smaller size, so that is good for me. Now if I select it like the main shape with my this shape, press shift M for shape builder, then press alt and click here, that part is now erased. So I have my ball looks like this. Now I can simply place it wherever I want it to be, something like that maybe, but in a bit bigger size, so that it covers the total area here, just like that. So then click here to select that red shape, right click, make clipping mask. This is now looking like this, but this is not really looking very good, I think. So let's go on a step back. Now I can simply do some modifications, like if I select my these shapes here, okay, the easiest way is select everything like this, then press shift and click on the objects that you don't want to be selected, like this one. You can see now my these shapes are only selected, so make it little bit bigger, smaller, like this. Then I'm going to select this one, make it bigger like this, then place it somewhere around this, or maybe I can do that thing again, just draw a shape like this, press shift X for making that in a stroke, then of course make the stroke bigger, maybe this much bigger, that's good. Let's expand the stroke. Now we have this shape like this, then select them again like that, press shift M, alt click, okay, I need to select this part also, then select here, press alt to erase that part. So that is good for me now. Now if I take my this balls here, I want to make sure that my ball is covering the, like this part is covering the whole design of my that red ellipse, just like this. But I also want that red shapes to be, sorry, the silver shapes to be visible from the area. So I need to double click here so that I can select it, maybe bring it something like that. Then for these shapes, bring them a bit closer to each other, just like that. Then click on the right side, selecting them, maybe that is too much, just like this. Then select this one, right click, make clipping mask. You can see now my shape is masked with the design, and this effect of the ball is visible, just like they created the effect here. So that's good for us. And now I need to make them a group together, just like that. Then the reason I kept this ellipse here is that I want to place it on the exact same place. Maybe I can select them together, horizontal and vertical, distribute them, then select this ellipse, press shift X, it will convert into a stroke. Now press shift and use your mouse tool to increase the size. Sorry guys, this is late night here, so that is good for us. Now use the pen tool, shift click here to join this two area, then click here, it will be joined, then press ESC for the discontinuous, then press shift again and click here. It will be, it will look like that exact same style effect they created there. So that is good for me. Let's make them a group, and now I am going to create that background effect here. That is just a simple style background. Let's take a rectangle like this, but make it fill color, not a stroke. That's good. Press A for direct selection tool, select these two. If I click here, this two part will combine in this same point, and it will look like that. So that is good for me. Maybe a bit just like this. Keep a copy, then bring it something like this. Press shift to rotate like that. Make them a group. Ctrl G. Click on this rotation tool. Then if I alt click here, I will get this option. Now I want to make it like something like bigger of 30-degree angle. Then copy. Now I need to press Ctrl D for duplicating that shape. So that is good for me. They are using some kind of gradient to the shape. We can do the same. So if I select them like this, I can go to my gradient tool like this. Then if I click here, it will be okay. I don't need this to be too much bigger. It will work like act like this. So let's click a darker blue for the this area, and then click maybe white for the center point. But this is not acting like a center point, so we need to change the type here from linear to radial, and it will act like this. But to be honest, I need this part. You can see here the outer edge is darker and the center point is fading out, so I need to make that effect here. So for making that effect, we can simply increase the amount of, we can increase the sliders from here. Then okay, just like this will work for us, because maybe a bit bigger like this. That's good. Now I need to select them together, so make them a group. Ctrl G. Then I'm going to draw a rectangle here, just a longer one, not a square type of rectangle, just like this. Then it is of course going to take that same gradient effect here, but I'm going to make it black for now. Now if I select these two, I can simply align them center wise, just like this. Then when my black one is on top, shift click to select them both, right click and make clipping mask. It will make a clipping mask like that. You can see this is how it is looking, but on white it is looking different. So that's not a problem. So let's select our this group, place it something like this, then press Ctrl X, Ctrl F to cut and paste in front, maybe a bit bigger in size. So that is the design for this one. If I take a background like a black, Ctrl B to paste in back, let's align it with the graphic, just like this. This is how it is looking right now, and they are using some lighter color backgrounds for the shirt, so that's looking different. And of course we can add those text here, but that's not something I'm going to do here. So let's use a lighter background for the design, something like this. That will work. Okay, this is the main part of the designers have to make this kind of designs using clipping mask. So you can see I am just using clipping mask for everything to make this design, and this is how you can make this kind of designs really easily. So that's all for this video, guys. Thank you everyone. Have a great time.